For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry.
It's at the end what the fourth industrial revolution will lead to is a fusion of our physical, our digital, and our biological identities.
The line between digital and physical will blur, and intelligence will flow seamlessly through everything.
Human augmentation will improve how people interact in a combined physical and digital reality. We can now combine minds with the internet, send memories, send emotions on the internet.
Eventually we merge with computers where we are able to access information instantly because we have maybe a chip in our head or whatever that allows us, right.
It changes not only what we are doing, it changes us. Because it's a fusion of our physical, digital, and biological spheres. It's an integration of those spheres. Just think of sensors planted into our brains. The opportunities are immense, and we have to prepare ourselves already now.
Definitely the smartphone as we know it today will not anymore be the usual, kind of the most common interface.
Wow.
Many of these things will be built directly into our bodies.
There was talk of curing blindness by implanting the link in the visual cortex, treating mental health conditions like depression, anxiety, and addiction, connecting the link to a heads-up display so you could walk around like the Terminator. And then there were basic ideas like, I don't know, telepathy, replaying your own memories, superhuman vision and the ability to see ultraviolet light. Oh, and connecting your brain and uploading it into a robot.
I mean, this is obviously sounding increasingly like a Black Mirror episode. Everything that's encoded in memory, you could upload. You could basically store your memories as a backup and restore the memories. Then ultimately, you could potentially download them into a new body or into a robot body. The future is going to be weird.
That kind of technology going to be somewhere along the lines of Neuralink, where we're using our synapses and our senses. So less something that is making your hand wet on the outside and more making you perceive the feelings of being in the ocean, being warm, being cold. Am I jabbing in roughly the right direction?
No, I think it could easily be Neuralink. You know, Elon Musk is working right on Neuralink. Yeah, it could be Neuralink. Definitely could be. People are going to be a little bit like worried about Neuralink because you're going to have to slip a little fish into you. And that's the next thing. We're going to have to actually bind with technology, bind. It has to be not separate, not outside, but interior, in your interior. So I say to people, like, if you have a new knee, you know, you have actually created part you in robotic terms. So, you know, don't be scared of slipping a little link in, and then you can go so much more freely. The idea is that we have to hold our phones and look at it should be in the air. And everything should be in your fingers, the Neuralinks.
Will you call me? Sorry? Will you call me?
You mean telephone you?
Yes.
When?
Now.
But you're sitting right here.
This is why I wanted to have lunch. You just phone me? Now? Hello, Bethany speaking.
Hello?
Are you phoning for Bethany?
Yes. What are you doing?
This is Bethany. Can you hear me?
Well, you're right in front of me.
But can you hear me down the phone? Subdermal implants. They charge themselves with motion like a self-winding watch. And it's on the 22 network. I get signal across 95% of UK mainland, 98 by next year.
When I phoned you, it was ringing. You were ringing.
That's the speaker. So small.
So the idea that you have to even think of a code to get in somewhere. And certain places you do have a little fish you can go in, but that's as far as they've gotten. If a cop stops you and says, I want to see your license and registration, no more scrambling. You just like put it up there, you know, in the air. Yeah. And